Hey everybody. Gonna have a little difficulty with this because I'm driving, obviously. But I just wanted to get this out. You know, especially now, since the reverence and the worship and all of the attention towards Santa Muerte is so prevalent right now. I apologize. Sorry. You're gonna get a lot of backlash, as you already know, from very organized religions and from very religious people. And you have to understand that at some point you might have had their same point of view. It's a point of view of fear of something that us as people don't understand. It's only logical to have that fear, the fear, you know, of the unpredictable, of something that we have a hard time grasping, or that maybe we'll never grasp in our lifetime. It's about to get dark. Going over the overpass. I'm under the whatever. Anyway, I just got out of the gym. Anyway, but you know what? A good majority of the people that are going to be telling you this, I have to say, and this is the truth, they're telling you to essentially pat themselves on the back. There are going to be a handful that tell you because they genuinely care about you, because you're doing something that they deem as frowned upon, you know, and they genuinely do have your well-being in mind, okay? But there are going to be those people who are going to say, you know, you're going to go to hell, you know, you're going to spend an eternity in eternal damnation, you know, this is a demon, you know, you're getting what you want now, but you're going to pay the price in the afterlife. You know, when people say, I'll pray for you, and that sort of thing, you have to consider their tone, and you have to consider how they're speaking to you. If they're speaking to you from a place of anger and from fear, or from any other negative position, those people, you need to do your best to not let what they say get to you, for one. And two, you need to keep your defenses up around those people, because if you take the energy into consideration, those people are essentially mini cursing you. I don't know how else to word it, but they're sending negativity your way through their fear, through their anger, and through their misinformation, and through their own bias. They're condemning you through their words to you. They're sending them your way. They're sending that vibe your way. So they're casting against you. Okay? So with people like that, you think, no, whatever, they're just stupid. No. Through their words and through their intent, they are actually, you know, inadvertently hurting you. You know? They are. And there goes the phone. I knew that was going to happen. It's a sign. No, I'm kidding. No, but basically they're casting against you. You know, when you're sending energy somebody's way, that's essentially a spell. Now, yes, we use tools, and yes, we use physical items and herbal items to do spell work and to do these workings. But the truth of the matter at the end of the day is that if you're well versed enough and if you know what you're doing, you really don't need tools. We kind of just use them to help us. The word, the spoken word, is the spell, is the intention. If y'all ever watched the movie on Netflix, The Secret, you know, like attracts like and that sort of thing that caught on really big, you know, in the mid-2000s, there was some truth to that, okay? You attract what you want. Now, you know, a lot of people got it wrong because they're like, oh, well, I want to attract a Mercedes or a BMW or a house, you know, and stuff like that. It's not exactly what they meant. They more so are talking, you attract the energy, okay? So if you're surrounding yourself with people that are very negative-minded, that are very fearful, that are very hate-filled, you're going to be a fish in a pool full of murky water, and you're going to be breathing that in. you're going to be ingesting that into you. And yes, it sounds very new agey, but nonetheless, it still applies. It's still true. It's very Eastern, you know, and it couldn't hurt you to do a little bit of a study, or do some studying on Eastern philosophies, because that's where a lot of this is. That's where a lot of these practices get some of their roots from. So all I'm asking you to do, you know, is to, one, keep your faith, you know, don't let people deter you from what you're doing. If you honestly feel that what you're doing is wrong, then don't do it, because you're going to null and void what it is that you're trying to achieve, okay? And the same applies for people around you. They are going to null and void what you're trying to achieve, okay? There was one specific instance where I was talking to somebody. I'm pretty sure they don't want me to mention their name or the details, too many details. But a lot of us get this, and that's why I'm bringing it up. So, you know, this person, and this has happened to me, is in a situation where they have a person around them who's old-fashioned, who's older, and you know, I'm not begrudging anybody that's older and religious. That's their thing. Let them do their thing, okay? But when that person comes up to you from a very, like I was saying before, from a very bitter place, and they have this bitter look on their face, and they're frowning their brows, and they're, you know, grimacing on their face, and they say, I'll pray for you. What they're really saying is, I'm afraid of you, and I hope that your life tumbles. And they're saying it under the guise of, I'll pray for you. In other words, I'm better than you. I don't approve of what you're doing, and I hope that your life shifts to where you get nothing but bad luck, and then you come screaming and running back to my religious organization. That's essentially what they're saying. They're being very sarcastic in their demeanor, and they're telling you, I hope you fail. So you need to do your best to keep your protection up. Wear a protective amulet. You can wear a mal de ojo, or an evil eye, or you know, stink eye amulet. You can wear your religious amulets, whichever ones you prefer. But you know, make sure that you can watch a few YouTube videos on how to charge them to where they are activated to keep you protected, okay? Because those people are everywhere, and they yes are looking to inadvertently harm you. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, there is going to be somebody out there that is going to seek to harm you in some way, shape, or form. And being in a spiritual or religious community is no different. As a matter of fact, more so, because of all of the fear behind the unknown, okay? So this is just kind of like hey, I'm trying to, you know, spread this message to you guys. You know, stay protected, stay aware, keep those people away from you to the best of your ability. Now, if they're family, just keep your protection up. Let what they say go in one ear and out the other. Do not let it permeate your environment. Do not let it fester in your mind, and do not let it get to you, because that's how those people get what they want. They strike fear into you. You should not be fearful. If you honestly believe that what you're doing is right and just and fair, and you're deserving, and you're desperate, or you're destitute, do what you got to do. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I judge you because you're doing something that I wouldn't approve of." That's not my job to judge. You know, so my opinion to you, my message to you is always keep protected. There's a bajillion videos on YouTube as to how to do it, how to protect yourself. That's always rule number one when you're coming into these spiritual practices. Even in the organized religions, they teach you how to protect yourself with an amulet, with a cross, or with a Star of David, or with you know, the Om symbol. I don't know all the religions in the world, but I do know that almost every major religion wears a protective amulet, and that's for good reason, to keep negative energies at bay. Do not think that negative energies are separate from people. They mainly and almost 100% really only reside in people. They're not separate from us. We actually create them. We create those negative energies around us, you know. And some of us have them following us around, and we're not aware until, you know, other people come and activate it, basically. And that's a whole other subject. But yeah, once again, for the 100th time, I'm going to say this: stay protected. Find some way to protect yourself. You can carry things on you. You can wear things. You can have a frame of mind, whatever it is. But it's people that are fearful. They're going to try to bring you down. It's people that are angry. It's people that are jealous or envious. They're going to try to bring you down with that cloud that surrounds them. So always check people's intent. You don't have to be paranoid, but just make sure that you're not listening to the words, but rather listening to the intent of what people are telling you. Okay? So anyway, what I'm doing is illegal, so I'll see you all next time.